Welcome to OS Racing. You have Chris and
Ollie. Let's roll the intro.
So we are in a rather damp Milton Keynes. This is InKart 2022 Season 3. This is round 6 and we're doing the first heat. We're just going to the start, so I will hand you over to Ollie to just talk you through that.
So the lights are out, so it's time for racing. I've lost a position going through turn 1.
Wasn't a bad start. You were kind of caught in a middle between Ellis and whoever is in Kart 55. I'm not sure who that is. Everyone's kind of getting their backhands out a little bit. It's a bit slidey.
Oh, 7th.
That is Alfie coming through. He carries so much more speed. I think you really need to take note of what he's doing, because he's just carrying so much more speed and squeezing through gaps and stuff. He's backed out of the move into turn 7, but whoever that was in has gone sliding. So back up to 6 and onto the back straight. So as per usual, there's 2 heats and a final today, so if you want to skip to any of those sections, I'll put them in the chapter markers. Someone else has spun back up to P5. So yeah, this was we're still a couple of races behind. This was the race on the Sunday. You'd been on the Saturday to Club 100, which is a video we've also uploaded, so go check that out if you haven't already. It was damp and you were probably a bit tired, having gone all the way to Kent to do Buckmore for the final of Club 100.
Yes. So, still at P5. I'm getting close to, I think Arthur Calich.
I don't think that is Arthur, but I'm not entirely sure. It could be. Everyone's taking lots of different lines. Obviously in the wet, you got to try and find some grip. Taking the outside line's often the faster line, but there's a couple of techniques. We might see some in this video, actually. We'll point them out if and when they happen. While recording this video, it is actually just a few days after Christmas, so if you're watching this, Merry Christmas. If you're watching this delayed in the summer, then, you know, Merry Christmas from whenever it was last Christmas for you. So we've got a couple of cadets there spinning. One's just kind of gone into you and you've been overtaken. Which, on the day, I thought he'd overtook you under yellows, but actually, to be fair, you kind of just got a bit blocked by one of the juniors, so I don't think it was any kind of intentional move. But you're right up with the pack again, overtaking some cadets there. Having a little look through turn 9 into turn 10. You've got a bit of a run, taking it through the inside, up to P5. But no, he's got you back. See, that's a good example of where the outside lap is more powerful there, because even though you got a better line, if it was in the dry, you would have had him. In the wet, he could get on the throttle sooner. So we're back in 6th. That was the last lap marker, I think. This is heat 1, remember? Oh, someone's gone sliding. Ooh, and the person in front of you now, that was a really naughty move. He wasn't going to make that corner without tapping a couple of other karts there, but he's had a really bad exit. Can you go through? Can you cross the line? You're currently in P5, P4 just to cross the line. What a photo finish. that was great. So, congratulations, Alfie. He always wins, so there you go. Second was Max Lindgren. Congratulations as well. Ellis did well in third. You got a good result in the end in fourth. David Selly was fifth, who was the person that kind of took someone out into turn 10. Sixth was Arthur Kalich. Seventh, Alex Bingham. 8 was Freddie Hill. And number 9, Sophie Borry. Well done to all the racers in Heat 1. Next up, we'll have the Heat 2.
So I currently have 4th, so just depends what I get on this race.
So if you skip straight to the second heat, welcome to OS Racing. We are in a rather wet and damp Milton Keynes. You just had a great start there, starting in 5th and got straight up to 4th, which is a great result. And attacking for 3rd there, I think that is David Selly again, ahead of you there. I'm not sure who... Is it Freddie Hill ahead? He's had another bad exit out of turn 11, sorry. And you've got side by side him just like the finish of Heat 1, and that's it. Nice, up to 3rd. So your exit out of turn 11 just shows when you get a better exit out of there. He has a little look at your turn 4, but doesn't quite make it. So yeah, this was round 6. Oh, someone's had a spin. Oh no, but you couldn't... Oh no, that's disastrous. Whoever that was had spun, and you lost out and are now in P5 because you just couldn't avoid him. He was spun and stopped on the outside line. Disaster. Never mind. Okay, so chasing them down again. Max Lindgren's just spun, and he's just taken out Spencer Wild there. That has put you up to P3. I think that was
He
Spencer.
took out David Selly.
Oh, was it David Selly? Sorry. David Selly. Oh, Spencer Wild was in the other group, actually.
Yeah,
sorry. And you're going through for P2 as well there, so you got a run on whoever that was in front. He's kind of coming back through turn 10, but no, you made it stick through 11. And that's it back. So from a disastrous clipping someone who'd spun, being unable, like basically aquaplaning into them or sliding into them, you're now in P2. And I suspect Alfie is currently up in P1 and he'll be miles ahead. So got some cadets to contend with here. The juniors and the cadet karts are not that much different, but I would say in the wet, the juniors do seem to be a bit faster. I don't know if...
And a bit grippier because a load of the cadets has been... It may just be like not much experience in the wet, but it's like a load of the cadets are doing it.
Could
like
be.
Spinning.
Weight of the weight of the karts as well could also have an impact, maybe. They're a bit heavier, a little bit bigger. Maybe just hold a bit more grip there. More cadets out there. Because, yeah, you wouldn't normally overtake quite so many of these cadets in the dry conditions now.
And normally the cadets are all in a group. With the juniors, it's more spread out.
Yeah. So, so this was round 6. There is round 7 and round 8 still to come, which we need to process the video, put our voiceover on, etc. So we'll try and get that done pretty quickly. You might see a few of these coming out. We'll try and use the holiday through Christmas. I think that was the last lap sign just coming up there.
So I hope just to not spin, because if I don't spin, then I'll probably will keep second now.
Someone's just spun on the outside. That's a cadet. And yeah, so we're coming across the line. So that's P2. So race classification, well done Alfie again, another first. Second for Oliver. Third goes to Alex Bingham. Ellis got 4th. David was 5th. Freddie Hill got 6th. Arthur Kalich was 7th. Max Lindgren after his spin was 8th. And Sophie Borry got 9th. So well done to everyone there. That's Heat 2. So 4th in Heat 1, 2nd in Heat 2. Pretty much guaranteed then to have an A final, which is great. And that'll be coming up next. So if you skipped straight to the final and you didn't watch the heats, welcome to OS Racing. It's a wet Milton Keynes InKart round 6. We did qualify in the A final. You qualified 4th, but you'll notice that first position was missing, and that's because Alfie spun on the way to the grid, and there's a rule that if you spin on the way to the grid, you have to start at the back. Not that I think that's going to make much difference to Alfie. So good start, you've maintained 3rd. Oh, you just lost out to Cooper West and Ellis. Into P5. Still going slow, suggests something's going to happen. And Cooper West lost it going into turn 7. And he's out into the tyres, so back up to P4. Nice tucking your head down there, gives you a bit of an aerodynamic effect. Chasing down Ellis now. Ellis is doing really well today. Oh, you've lost out there. Someone kind of using the sides there a bit, but somehow Alfie made the inside line at turn 10 in the wet work, and he overtook 2 karts there, and he's got Ellis as well, just highlighting how quick he is. See, when he takes quite a wide outside line, but he doesn't take out as much speed, and I think that's one of the big things that you need to focus on, is being a bit braver, carrying more speed but taking that extreme outside line. Same you see with turn 1, you often cut in a bit. Oh, Ellis has had a bit of a bump into the tyres. You're going to try for the inside line, which, as we know, means you'll get a slower exit, and we see that there. Ellis has just got his nose in front. Fairly good defending there. He was aggressive but fair. And we continue.
If that was dry, I probably would have got past him.
Yeah.
But, like, because if you send it, if, like, you put your foot on the throttle, like, full on the throttle, like, really dramatically,
yeah, you would have, in the dry, you would have had it, because you could put your foot down early and still make it from the inside line. We just, while you were talking there, Miss Max Lindgren came through in turn 2 and 3. Again, in the junior karts, turns 2 and 3, you're currently taking those too slow, and we see that because you get overtaken a lot through these 2 corners, and you haven't seemed to work out how to carry more speed through. And oh no, Max has spun. He just he tried to sort of go a little bit more inside and couldn't quite keep the kart from sliding into Ellis there. Ellis carries on, and you're back into P5.
I'm surprised Max got in the A final, because I think he got a 2nd and an 8th.
Yeah, I mean, you can still do that if you have one bad result and one good result. Oh, have we got a run on Ellis here? It's looking pretty good. You're going to be on the inside. Ellis gives you just enough racing room, and yeah, you're up to P4, but Ellis is coming back, and he's got it on just slightly on the inside, so he just managed to hold it there. Bit of side-by-side barging, but I think that was pretty fair on both counts. You're going slightly tight. Oh no! You just took the slight tighter line and spun. We lost out to, I'm not sure who was in front of Max, but yeah, you just lost out. It looks like there's not too many laps left either, so that's a bit of a shame. But you had to give it a go, otherwise you were going to be stuck behind Ellis. So it was a good try, like it was something different to try, but I think you might have just got on the throttle again a little bit too early coming out, because that you can kind of cut inside in the wet on turn 11, but you need to get that steering straight and sort of feather the throttle in so it doesn't spin you out. Easy dispersal of the cadet there. We carry on. You got a bit of a gap at the minute. Looks like someone's kicked up some mud on the exit of turn 8 there. More cadets. Again, nice. And see there, you made it work that time. That was the same move you pulled on Ellis, but just you didn't lose the back end. The thing is, once you lose it, it won't get grip again until you've spun, so... Okay, so coming through, we've got the juniors just ahead there, but you're not going to catch quite up with them. I think there's been a change of position there. And here's your race classification across the line. So Alfie, well done, a win from the back, especially well done. George got second, Harley Vaughan got third, Ellis Owens is fourth, Max Lindgren got fifth. Yeah, Spencer Wiles must have had something happen. He got sixth, you were seventh, which is still a great result in the A final. Eighth to David Selly, and ninth was Cooper West after his spin early on in the race. Congratulations to all the racers. Don't forget, like and subscribe to the video. It really helps us out, and we'll be back hopefully very shortly with round 7.
See you at round 7.